afternoon, everybody, and you're all very welcome to the 2021 Letterkenny Chamber Awards. We're here today to celebrate the success, the talent and the innovation of businesses in Letterkenny and indeed across our county. We have 7 awards to announce today. Excellence in Export, sponsored by Bank of Ireland. Health and Wellbeing, being awarded and sponsored by Optim. Best Use of Social Media, sponsored by Donegal ETB. Business Excellence, sponsored by CoLab. And Best Local Online, sponsored by Highland Radio. Innovating in a Pandemic, sponsored by FM Service Group. And the final one, Sustainable Superstar, sponsored by AIB. So I think we'll all agree it's been a very interesting year and a half for all of us in business. And all of the businesses that have entered these awards, you need to be commended for your flexibility and your resilience. Our 7 awards reflect the huge strides many people made to keep their businesses opened. And in doing so, many of us saw new opportunities. And then we had to overcome obstacles put in front of our way to get through all of that. So I think it's important that we step back and we appreciate the journey and the learning. And I'm going to say we need to rise above the storm, and I think eventually we're going to see the sunshine soon, I hope. So to start proceedings this afternoon, I'd like to call on Tony Forrester, our Chief Executive Officer of Letterkenny Chamber.
Who was caught looking at her phone, so sorry for that. Hi everyone, I'm just delighted to see everyone here. On behalf of Letterkenny Chamber, it's great to welcome all our finalists and sponsors to the announcement of our Chamber Business Awards 2021. Normally, for most of you will know anyway, that we have 14 categories. We're presented at a big flashy event, but obviously we're a bit different. But we were keen to kind of keep the connection with the awards this year and just pare it back a little. We've 7 categories, as Karen said, and I think what we chose this year was things that reflect, if everybody could turn their phone off, things that which reflect the period we've been through in the last year and a half. We've added a Sustainable Superstar category, which I think will stay with us for a number of years. It will become the thing that everyone is talking about, I would imagine, over the next while. We felt it was important after this last year to recognise and commend you and all our Donegal businesses that have been affected one way or another by the pandemic. I've had so many conversations with businesses whose agility, resilience and sheer determination have just shone through every single day. They recognised their challenges, took a deep breath, I think a lot of us did, way back in March, and got on with what they do best, which is doing business. You all quickly evaluated the effects of what we were being told to do. You made difficult decisions and you quickly made changes that were really necessary to continue operating when you could, when you were allowed to. And at the same time, I saw a huge amount of support among the business community. All during last year, the offers of help came thick and fast, and it was just a fantastic, for me, a reflection of the community that we are actually live in and work in. For the first time in a long time, I could really feel the business community, the heart of it, and all the agencies and everyone really pulling out all the stops to ensure that people could do business in some way. So to finish, we all hope that 2022 will obviously be better, and I suppose as a business, more predictable. And I suppose as our lives, more predictable in every aspect of our day-to-day, what we do. And this time next year, I hope we'll be celebrating in a big room with our ball gowns on, not the men now obviously, but, and celebrating even more success. So thank you.
Tony, lovely warm words. Thank you very much. So we'll begin with our first award, and this is Excellence in Export, sponsored by Bank of Ireland. This award recognises our fantastic exporters who have grown their business over the past 2 years. As always in this award, we hear about businesses we never knew existed, who are exporting all over the world. These entries reflected the diverse range of exporting businesses right here on our doorstep. This award is sponsored by Bank of Ireland, and the nominees are Seamless Aluminium, Nevolve, and McMonigle Stone. So let me take you through each of the companies. So we'll begin with Seamless Aluminium Group. They were established in 1975 and operate from a state-of-the-art manufacturing facility in Ballyshannon. With 20% of its products exported to the UK weekly and 5% to elsewhere in Europe, the company has experienced an increase in exports of 18% for 2020. The forecast for 2022 is expected to reach around 23%. They are continually investing here and in its UK subsidiary. It is aiming to become sustainable and scalable well into 2022 and beyond, to keep giving customers the quality, versatility and flexibility of service that they have come to expect from Seamless. Moving now to Nevolve. Helps organisations with deskless workforce that digitally transforms the HR workflows to achieve workforce excellence. Its solutions are used in 20 countries worldwide and in 12 different languages. Nevolve focuses on key financial metrics. This has been instrumental in positioning the company on a very sound financial footing. Their investment in the area of sales and marketing technology has substantially improved sales efficiencies and has resulted in the market increase in sales, positioning the company for exponential growth in the period of 2022. And finally, in this section, for 47 years and 3 generations, McMonigle Stone has been delivering unique cuts of stone from its 4 quarries in Donegal. The company has grown from a small part-time business to a leading manufacturer and supplier of natural stone building and landscape materials. Started with determination, discipline and passion for the industry, the business now employs 70 people across the quarries, depots and showrooms in Donegal, Lisburn and Dublin. Having increased by 30% in just 1 year and already exporting Donegal stone to Spain, Japan, Germany and France, McMonigle Stone has mapped out an ambitious growth plan for continued success. And the winner of the Excellence in Export Award, sponsored by Bank of Ireland, goes to Nevolve. This award will be presented by Barry Gallagher and Yvonne Bowl from Bank of Ireland. Could we ask the runners-up or highly commended to come up for their certificates, please? Now we'll move on to our next section, and this is Health and Wellbeing Award, sponsored by Optum. This award celebrates the initiatives or businesses that promote health and well-being. Entries came from businesses with a health and well-being product and initiatives that impact the health and well-being of staff for the greater, wider community. This award is sponsored by Optum, and the nominees are Citadel Gymnastics, Letterkenny Chef Aid, and I Am Self-Care. So let's take a closer look at each of the companies. Citadel Gymnastics caters for 950 members on a weekly basis, along with 3,500 children in schools right across our county. They're only 2.5 years old, and they're providing services in gymnastics, wellbeing, crossover sports training, wrestling, social events, and much more, and cater from ages between 0 and 100. Health and well-being is at the centre of the business strategy. During lockdown, they offered free videos on social media for the community for simple ways to keep active and fit. They started an initiative, #ThisBusinessIsPersonal, which got many businesses around Donegal challenging families to a physical fitness fun challenge. Participation, health and inclusion are the three pillars that Citadel were founded on and will always be their main goal. And the second in this section is I Am Self-Care. I Am Self-Care produces a range of aromatherapy products using pure, therapeutic grade, vegan essential oils. The products do not contain synthetic fragrances, chemicals, and are non-toxic. The brand reflects a positive message behind the name, I Am Self-Care. With 6 collections already in the range, Adele is passionate about what she does and the impact her products can have on people's lives. So rather than just sell for commercial gain, she donates products and has a charity partner who gains £1 for every Wellbeing box sold. I Am Self-Care products have been very well received, and Adele sees a great future ahead as she develops her customer base. And the third in this section, Honeypot Coffee House, in association with Letterkenny Community Development Project, established Chef Aid Letterkenny right at the beginning of the lockdown, providing hot meals to the most vulnerable in our community. They engaged over 50 volunteers, secured sponsorship and funding, enabling them to cook and deliver 300 meals, 7 days a week for the 11 weeks of that lockdown. What really stood out was the partnership approach to this crisis. Using the expertise and the community knowledge of Letterkenny CDP, they were able to identify the people that most needed this. The project created an amazing sense of community, gave the people receiving the meals a much needed lifeline during this time of isolation, and gave volunteers a sense of purpose. Letterkenny Chef Aid rose to the challenge, enriching people's lives. And the winner of the Health and Wellbeing Award goes to Letterkenny Chef Aid. And if we could call on the highly commendeds in this section also, please. So now we move on to Best Use of Social Media, sponsored by Donegal ETB. This award is about how businesses have wholeheartedly embraced social media to develop their business. Entries have used social media channels to increase sales and to develop their brand. The entries showed how social media could elevate a business, and in some cases was their only sales channel. The nominees in this section are Rush Fitness, Filigans, and Donegal Wax Company. So let me take a closer look at each of the companies. So firstly, Rush Fitness delivers personalised coaching to the 30+ market and also delivers live online training to the women-only market through its HappyFit brand. Since 2014, Rush Fitness has used social media as its main platform for growth, using multiple types of posts aimed at the needs of the target market. They concentrated on education, engagement and entertainment, building trust and generating warm customer leads. This strategy also allowed Rush Fitness to build a healthy online brand during the pandemic, and has an international customer base as a result, and are doing big renovations at the moment. Moving on. Established in 1997, Filigans started making jam and chutneys and relishes for a Dublin craft shop. Fast forward now to 2021, there is now over 50 products in the award-winning range, including mustards, marmalades and oils. When COVID hit, Filigans lost various revenue streams, but by developing an e-commerce website and engaging strategically with social media, they have managed to carve out a new audience and growth pattern. With their current social media strategy, they have reached customers all over Ireland, Scotland and the UK. Social media has assisted Filigans with a growth in their business in ways that they didn't think was possible. And the final company in this section is the Donegal Wax Company. They were established in 2020 during lockdown, producing a range of soya wax-based products, which included boxed candles, boxed wax melts, reed diffusers, car diffusers and gift sets. Social media channels were the only tool used to start the Donegal Wax Company. With paid and organic campaigns, the company has gone from having no customers to now increasing sales every day to a national and an international market. This quality Donegal brand was started from an idea 14 months ago, learning everything from scratch, and through social media, a strong Donegal brand has been developed. This is just the beginning for the Donegal Wax Company. The award, and the winner of the award for the best use of social media goes to Rush Fitness. And I'd like to call on Anne McHugh. And Anne McHugh from Donegal ETV will present the award. And we're just going to ask Donegal Wax Company if you guys could come up. Congratulations. Now we'll move on to Business Excellence, sponsored by the CoLab and the LYIT. So this award is about innovation and business development, not just about size or sales. Entries demonstrated how they run their businesses professionally in areas such as management systems, staff development and customer care. So our nominees are Conor McLaughlin and Associates, Kelly's Mountain Top and Easy Customs. Let's take a closer look at Conor McLaughlin and Associates. Established in 2018, is a full-service law firm that is committed to offering excellent service and achieving results for its growing client base. The company have invested in staff training and development, and most recently has perfected its case management system that makes its service delivery stand out from its competitors. The firm since has exceeded expectations in relation to its expansion and development, as evident by its loyal client base, and resulting in Conor McLaughlin and Associates achieving remarkable results for its clients. This ambitious law firm has achieved much and is looking forward to future developments. Moving on to Kelly's Mountain Top. Has just celebrated 10 years in business. In this time, the business has grown by over 70% and employment has doubled. Seen as a leading innovator in convenience retailing, the business has been recognised nationally in their industry for both the centre shop and the diner. The Kelly's culture is one of commitment and dedication, and most importantly, fun. All staff have a strong sense of purpose within the company, and there's lots of room for progression. Kelly's Centre is always at the heart of their community. They consistently give back, and over the last 2 years, rapidly adapted the business model to serve the community in the safest, most efficient way possible. And our final company in this section. Set up in 2020 and now employing 6 people. Easy Customs is a customs clearance agency and supply chain consultancy, serving clients throughout the UK and Ireland, and have offices in Letterkenny, Derry and Dublin. As the first customer agents to set up along the entire western coast of Ireland in recent years, they have clearly captured a post-Brexit market. Operating from 6 a.m. to 12 midnight, 7 days a week, their strategy is focused on offering a customised personal service. Easy Custom is agile, attentive to customers' needs, while offering a people-first culture internally. As a new company in this field, they have the expertise and approach that sets them apart in a development market. And the winner of the Business Excellence Award goes to Kelly's Mountain Top. And I'd like to ask John Andy Boner to present the award on behalf of the CoLab and the Elway. So could we ask the highly commendeds to come up? So we'll have Conor McLaughlin and Easy Custom. Okay, so moving on to Best Local Online Award, sponsored by Highland Radio. This award celebrates those businesses who have moved successfully online and whose online presence has developed over the last 2 years. For some entries, this was a whole new departure with all the technical challenges that came with it. And for others, it was about growing an existing presence and really making it work. So the finalists for Best Local Online are Pat's Pizza, Grania Edwards Skin and Beauty, and Toys at Foy's. So Pat's Pizza has been making top quality pizzas for 37 years, delivering freshly made food at reasonable prices in a casual setting. As a result of the pandemic, Pat's Pizzas developed their own app, and online orders have increased substantially. They have maintained high standards and persuaded even the most technologically challenged customers to download the app and order online. The online ordering system that was developed out of necessity has proved hugely successful, and online now accounts for 90% of their business. Grania Edwards Skin and Beauty is home to a team of highly skilled, passionate professionals offering first-class skin and beauty treatments. In the last 18 months, the salon has gone full circle, from having no online presence to using online to keep the business afloat and to sell the products. The online presence has kept the salon brand alive, built greater engagement with customers, and enabled increased product sales. Now that the dust has settled, a little to some extent, Grania intends to develop the website further to increase brand engagement and sales. Moving on to Foy & Company. Foy & Company has been in operation for 40 years and has grown considerably over that time. During the lockdown, the team had developed the online offering for its sister website, toysatfoys.com. The online store truly came into its own during the pandemic. Having this vibrant online business means that Toys at Foy's has extended its reach beyond local footfall and now have the opportunity to create a new business opportunity by selling products all over Ireland. Great customer service is timeless, and Toys at Foy's is an excellent example of an Irish-owned bricks and mortar business that has embraced e-commerce. Toys and Foy's is only getting started. And the winner of the Best Local Online Award goes to Pat's Pizzas. And we'll ask Joe Duffy from Highland Radio to present the award. And the highly commendeds in this section, please join us. So moving on now to a popular award, which was Innovating in a Pandemic, sponsored by FM Service Group. So this award is exactly as it says on the tin, recognising businesses that were able to innovate in ways they didn't think possible during the pandemic. Entries included businesses that had to pivot from their normal activities to reach new customers, those that changed their whole way of working successfully, and others that had to go out and find a brand new market. Let's hope this is not a regular award. So the nominees are in this section: Ballyholey Farm, Cafe Sonder, and the Fabric Centre. So let's take a closer look at Ballyholey Farm. Grows its own produce and sells through its farm shop direct to the customer. As soon as the first lockdown began, Ballyholey Farm built not one, but 2 websites in 48 hours, organising delivery system as well as a click and collect service at the Letterkenny market and also at the farm shop. Though it was a huge learning curve technically by adding the website and offering delivery, they added a new clientele to their family business. They also outgrew the small farm shop during the second lockdown and have since invested in a brand new log cabin. Social media and the online presence have elevated this brand, and everyone now recognises John from Ballyholey as the farmer that people see harvesting the veg, the person they see delivering the freshest of Donegal food to their door, and also the person at the Letterkenny market each Saturday. A family business radically changed and continually looking ahead. Moving now to Cafe Sonder, a unique coffee and food experience in Letterkenny. Closed for just 2 days at the first lockdown in 2020, the cafe reopened quickly with a condensed takeaway menu and a hatch in operation. Never planning to go online, they quickly developed an online takeaway system through the website, Facebook and Google, saving the business and the jobs. Everyone involved and the customers quickly adjusted to the new way of doing business. At the same time, Sonder very generously provided meals for the test centres and eventually 3,000 meals for frontline workers. Never one to sit back as the future changed, the business relocated this year, and though downsized, they now have an increased customer base and looking forward now to future years ahead. And the final nominee in this section is the Fabric Centre. They are a soft furnishings and interior design specialist, helping private and commercial clients create space that they love to live in. The pandemic brought a halt to business in person. Then the Fabric Centre quickly launched its virtual interior design package. This then led to the development of their first ever online interior design course, opening their service to even more customers. With a stronger online presence, social media following, and an increased demand in a wider geographical area, the Fabric Centre launched its online store in March 2021. The COVID pandemic made the Fabric Centre reimagine a business that was previously exclusively face-to-face. Digital solutions have enabled the business to increase sales and create a new chapter for future success. And the winner in this section, and we'll ask Annette Houston to join us from FM Service Group to give the award, and the winner is Ballyholey Farm. And the runners-up, please join us. Okay, so we're moving on to our final award, which is Sustainable Superstar, sponsored by AIB. So this is a new category for us, as we mentioned earlier, and we're delighted to have this included in the awards. And I think we've mentioned that this one is here to stay. So this award is centred around how businesses have embraced sustainable development goals. That's SDGs. It's not just about climate change or green credentials. It's about making changes that benefit our future and enhance our towns, cities, communities, and industries. Entries gave us insight into what businesses are already doing, and we only see this activity becoming more and more important in the coming years. So the nominees in this section are Stella Boutique, Atlantic Treasures, and Whole Green. So we'll take a closer look at these companies. Stella Boutique is based in Donegal town. They stock an alternative collection of eco-friendly, environmentally responsible and sustainable brands. Since 2015, Stella has been working to change her business model by only sourcing and selling sustainable clothing. Everything sold embraces the concept of slow fashion and is designed to last and be worn time after time. Fabrics range from hand-loomed organic cotton, recycled polyester, viscose, bamboo and hemp. Jewellery is made using natural semi-precious stones, nuts, melon seeds and even orange peel. It has taken 6 years to make the transition to a completely sustainable boutique that provides beautiful clothing that customers love. It's well worth a visit. And now we'll move on, staying south of the county. We move from Donegal town to Killybegs. So Atlantic Treasures is a family-run seafood business located in Killybegs. We're passionate about bringing seafood into the 21st century. The range of glazed smoked mackerel, Nordic-style marinated herring, and sliced smoked salmon is available for retail in Ireland, with markets in the United Arab Emirates and Japan. The company supports 5 of the 17 UN Sustainable Development Goals, and it is a leader in a drive for change by taking action and becoming 100% carbon neutral. This company installed its own on-site wind turbine, a first for the county, and also built its own hydroelectric power plant. Atlantic Treasure believes in using the natural environment without exploiting it, making a conscious effort not only to make Atlantic Treasure's products delicious, but also good for the environment and the community. And finally in this section, Whole Green is the only plant-based cafe in Donegal. It expanded to include a yoga wellness centre, and in December of 2020 opened a zero waste shop with a focus on bulk buy and plastic-free shopping, with the aim to help people gain a better understanding of how we eat and shop can have an effect on the planet. Whole Green embraces the UN Sustainable Development Goals and are endeavouring to make a difference in 4 key areas, which I'll outline. Number 1, ensuring healthy lives and promote well-being for all. Number 2, ensuring access to affordable, reliable, sustainable and modern energy by only using green energy. And number 3, ensuring sustainable consumption and production patterns, developing a zero waste shop. And number 4, reduce ethos, and through promoting plant-based living, take action to combat climate change. The ethos of Whole Green has always been to try to do as little damage to the planet along the way and encourage customers to come on that journey. So the winner of this award unfortunately cannot be with us this afternoon, and the award goes to Atlantic Treasures. And Fionnuala McBride would have been giving this award, but Fionnuala, if you would come forward and we will award the highly commendeds in this section. Thank you. Good, congratulations everybody, and it's lovely to be first to be in this particular new category, isn't it? So well done everybody. So what a fantastic selection of businesses and awards. Everyone representing here today is a star, and we are sure each and every business will be one to watch. I would just personally like to say congratulations to everybody and best of luck in the coming years ahead. So I would now like to, we're going to close our awards, and I'd like to call on Michael Margie, President of Letterkenny Chamber Awards, or Chamber of Commerce.
Fixed my chain, sorry, apologies everyone. Yeah. Look, it's great to be here this evening, and I thought the words I was going to say as I've seen things unfold have started to change in my mind, which is really appropriate anyway. I think today has all been about stars, whether you're a rising star, a superstar, a Nova star, whether you're an elite athlete at a business who's 30 or 40 years old and looks as young as a 2 or 3 year old business, or whether you're a newcomer business and a rising star, 2 or 3 years old, and with all the key characteristics and ingredients that we see in them that we know we hope they'll have a successful business in 30 and 40 years time. I think what we've seen here today is innovation, resilience, people being able, and businesses to be able to set their ambition in really, really difficult circumstances, to be able to pivot and to change their business and move, whether you're an older business or a younger business. I think the other things we've seen as we listened to the case studies was the importance of your businesses for people, whether it was your staff or whether it was the communities that were out there. And I think that brings me to the point really that in all your businesses and in all our businesses here in Letterkenny and Donegal, there's one thing that has shone through during this pandemic period, is our ability to understand and support our communities and our belief in civic contribution, because you reached out to support your staff and you reached out to support our communities. Not alone was that, but even the staff who worked for our businesses and our business community, and for our frontline and essential workers, nobody has shone as well as they've shone through this period. Definitely facing in the very tight times of this pandemic, when they must have had anxious moments and anxious mornings as they set off to their work when others were working from home. They kept the show on the road for all of us. To you as business owners as well, who had to pivot and change, and to the ones that aren't here today, you're all stars, every single one of you. And on that note there, I'd like to ask everyone to show an acknowledgement of appreciation for you all here. I think it's really important also, absolutely, to acknowledge our sponsors here who've stepped up, AIB, Bank of Ireland, Donegal ETB, Optum, FM Services, Letterkenny, LYIT in terms of CoLab. And I'm just thinking, is there anyone there I forgot? Did I get all? I got all 7 there, did I? Highland Radio, my apologies to Highland Radio. How could I do that there? I'll never be on the radio show again after that, Foba. I think behind anything like today, it's really important that we did it. And I think that's what businesses have been doing over the last nearly 2 years since this pandemic hit us. We've been trying to keep our businesses going, whether it's the business community, whether it's the public services that are out there. Everybody has really redoubled their efforts, showed real grit, real determination to get up every morning and to get at it and to keep the show on the road. That's what this award ceremony has been about today, for all of those people, for all of you here, to keep the show on the road. We're not out of it yet, we're nearly out of it. And I think behind this operation today, just to say a huge thanks to Tony and to Anne-Louise and to Karen for your superb narration through the whole event. I think it was nothing but excellent. And to our video and camera, I can't see everybody here, maybe it's just gone there, just to show them some acknowledgement as well. Really well done. I think the last thing I have to say, and try and keep it short, is we head into a Christmas period. Really, really important period for us all. It's a time we spend with family and friends. It's a time when we go out. It's a time we think even more so about the people who are less well off in our communities that have found times very hard. And now we're facing into Christmas again with a little bit of a cloud rising. You know, where will we be with the pandemic? And as you've shown so well in our stars here as awards, rising stars or supernovas or whatever, I'm asking everybody here today, and when you go out of here as well, and for those listening too, to shine bright this Christmas, to show care for the people who've got less, to reach out and to give a little, whether it's to have a conversation with someone who's been starved because they've been working from home from ages and don't have time to socially interact with people or have those small chats that you have over a coffee. And the very, very last note I have to say, of course it's Christmas, shop long, shop hard, get out there. It's a very safe environment. Our businesses have proved this here in the retail environment. They've done a really, really superb job. Use your Shop LK vouchers, get out there, whether it's online or whether it's physically in the store. Have a great Christmas and see you in the new year, everyone. Thank you.